Jump over to the USD CAD. USD CAD has a low that is due here, 6.9 to 728. Okay, and we have a 78.6 at around 137.13. This low is at this low is at 134.19. Jump over to the short term. All right, so this is what we have here. You can see that clear breakdown, very noisy, very choppy, but sellers came back in, not by chance, at that falling 21. That's why it's such an important moving average to watch. 5.1 to 5.14 is when that low is due. You want to see at this point, very likely, a bit of a falling wedge sort of setup here. It does feel like that's happening. Again, what is a falling wedge from a psychological perspective, right? It's seeing lower highs and only incrementally lower lows, right? This is like a falling wedge, right? So you can just sort of feel the way traders would be thinking here. Okay, let me short, lower high, slightly lower low, lower high, oh, only slightly lower low, lower high, only slightly lower low again, lower high, only slightly lower low again. What's happening during a falling wedge? Traders' inventory condition is getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. And the reason a falling wedge can lead to some strong pops out of it is because everyone is getting very, very short and they're not getting paid. So guess what? They're getting nervous. So that's why out of the falling wedge, you can get big moves up on the upside out of the falling wedge, right? That's why you really have to be very watchful for how are traders getting paid. Are they getting paid to sell here? Oops, messed that up. Are they being paid to sell here and here and here and here and here? Every little uptick. Look at that. Look how close they're selling to the old highs. You see that? Every bar gives you information. It's not just a random bar. Every bar gives you a little bit of information, right? And these traders are selling every single uptick to that 8-day. How are they getting paid? Not that well, really. Right? From all the way back here on 421, we've barely moved lower. We've edged lower, right? So traders are very likely getting overly short here. This is, in my opinion, a falling wedge, just like what I highlighted live back in the XHB a few months ago. I don't highlight them that often because you don't really see them all that often on daily charts. You'll see them far more often on shorter time frame charts. But falling wedges are great opportunities to actually go counter, right, and look for fade moves either on the upside or on the downside. Obviously on the upside it would be called a rising wedge, right, where you just see traders get overly long and then we see a move down. This is a falling wedge where traders are getting overly short, not really getting paid, and then that can lead to that counter move up. So just be aware of that. Very likely a falling wedge. RS is close to curling its way back up as well, so certainly worth keeping on your radar.